Hey, come on in, have a seat. The coffee's hot. Grab you a cup, get a sip. Let's get started. Now, if coffee's not your cup of tea, check in the refrigerator. I think there's some Sun Drops in there, some Pepsi, some Cokes. I think there's a few Dr. Peppers, and even that new Dr. Pepper flavor, that blackberry Dr. Pepper. So you'll find something. Just, come on down, come on in, have a seat. Let's gather around the table, if you will. Now, maybe it's an April Fool's joke on the Sun Drop. Maybe I really don't have any. You'll have to check and see. But who drinks Sun Drop anyway, right? I mean, who even knows what it is? But anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this April 1st, 2025, April Fool's Day. Now, don't believe anything that anybody tells you today, except for what I'm going to share with you in just the next few moments. That you can believe, that you can count on, but everything else, it's a throw of the dice, is whether it's true or not. My name is Wes. I serve as the interim pastor at the First Baptist Church of Cutler, and you have tuned in today to Coffee with Wes. Got my new, I don't know what it is, thermos mug or whatever it is. It was a freebie. Got it for free, so I want to check it out. Maybe it keeps the coffee hotter longer. All right, so we're in John chapter 9 this week, and so Jesus and his disciples are walking along, and they're talking. I don't know, they're debating. Usually have lots of discussions while they're walking, and Jesus may be doing some teaching to his disciples. I don't know, but they're just walking along, and they come across this man who is begging for money because, of course, that's the only way they had of providing for themselves. They did not have the welfare and all of the government programs that we have today, and so they're walking along, and they come across this man who's blind, and evidently he was blind from birth. And the disciples' focus, when they see this man, their focus is to Jesus. Well, whose fault is this anyway? They're key on assigning blame. It must be somebody's fault. And again, we know people like that. Any situation, circumstance, before they seek out a solution, they say, the only thing we have left to do is to assign blame. And that's what they seek to do. So that's their focus. And the focus of Jesus, though, is on bringing glory to God through that situation. And we talked about Jesus's words yesterday as he said, this man was here for this particular moment. And some would say that it was God who from the time of his birth knew what was going to happen, which the Lord does at this moment in time. So he made him blind so that this could happen later. And I don't really buy into all of that. Now, some of you may, but I don't buy into all that. The man was born blind, and wasn't because of somebody's sin, but Jesus is saying, hey, I'm going to do something with this. I'm going to bring glory to God. So let's see what Jesus does next. We're going to read verses 6 and 7. John chapter 9, verses 6 and 7. So he spit on the ground. I like that, just spit. Made some mud with the saliva and put it on the man's eyes. So he made a little paste, put it on his eyes. Go, he told him, wash in the pool of Siloam. Now, this word means sent. And so the man went and washed and came home seeing. So Jesus makes this clay patch, puts it on the man's eyes, but the burden for healing is on the man because he has to act in obedience to Jesus's very unusual command. Now, Jesus could have healed him by word. He could have done a number of things, but he didn't just simply heal him by saying, be healed, which he could have done. Instead, he instructed him to go to the pool of Siloam and to wash there. So this was an act of faith on the man. As the man could not see where he was going, he had to trust Jesus's instruction. His obedience led to this miraculous healing of his sight. So don't miss the fact here or miss the point here that what Jesus asked the man to do made no sense in and of itself, but yet by him doing it, it caused him to see. It was an act of faith. He had to believe that what Jesus said was going to bring about a result. And so in a very similar way, our obedience to the Lord in faith, even when God's ways seem unusual, but here's the other part, sometimes they seem unclear. We just get a little notion of what we need to do, and we don't know if that's the thing that we need to do or not. But our obedience and faith, even when God's ways seem unclear to us, very often is the key to unlocking God's power in our lives, to follow the Lord's direction. When we act in trust, even when we fully don't understand the process, God honors our faith. Lord, I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know what this has to do with what's going on in my life, but you know what, Lord, I'm going to do it because I trust you. I trust you. So here's the thought for today, all right? The thought for today. In what area of your life, think about this, in what area of your life is God calling you to step out in obedience, even though you don't fully understand? What area of your life is the Lord calling on you to step out, to be obedient, to take that step, to do that thing, even when you don't fully understand? Like, I don't know how this is going to play out. Trust in the Lord and trust that his instructions will lead to blessings, even if they don't make sense at the time. So that's a good thought for today. Think about that as you go through the day. What area of your life is the Lord calling you to just step out in obedience to him? Hey folks, happy Tuesday. I just heard the trash truck picking up my trash. I got to go out and get my receptacle and put it back up close to the house. And we're going to get started on a good day today. If you're going to get anything done outside, I think they said today's the day, because the rest of the week we're going to get a lot of rain. So beware, be careful, forewarned, be prepared. All right, folks, see you later. Bye for now. See you again soon. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now we can go. Bye.